So let us start the next problem. A square prism of side 50 mm is resting on its base on HP. It is completely penetrated by another square prism of side 30 mm such that their axes are 10 mm apart. The axis of the penetrating prism is parallel to both HP and VP, while the faces of both the prisms are equally inclined to VP. Draw the projections of the combination and show the lines of intersection. This is your question. See, in this question also same. How we solve the previous problem, same process. But the condition is here. They mention both the axes are 10 mm apart. Both the axes are 10 mm apart. Right? So here also we should construct the prism which is equally inclined to VP. We are going to construct the square which is equally inclined to VP. Right? So let us start the problem. First construct the reference line of any length. First construct the reference line of any length. Right? Name it as XY, vertical plane, horizontal plane. So faces of both the prisms are equally inclined to VP. Equally inclined means angle is 45 degrees. So mark any point on the reference line. Mark any point on the reference line. Take 45 degrees angle. Take 45 degrees angle. Leave 5 mm gap. Leave 5 mm gap. Now you should construct the square which is equal to 50 mm. Length of the square is here 50 mm. So construct the square of 50 mm of 45 degrees. Right, and here also place your protractor here. Mark 90 degrees. Length is here 50 mm. Again place your protractor here. Mark 90 degrees. Length is 50 mm. And join this one. Construct the square which is equally inclined to VP. Length of the square is here 50 mm. Right? After constructing this square, now name the square as here A of 1, B of 2, C of 3, D of 4. Right? In this question also they didn't mention the axis height, so you can assume the axis height whatever you want, like take 80 mm, 100 mm, like that. Your wish, you can take any axis height here. So I took the axis height is here 80 mm. Right? So what I will do, I will project all these corners till the reference line first. I will project all these corners till the reference line. Right? Now here axis height is here 80 mm. Right? I assume that axis height is here 80 mm. So I am taking axis height here 80 mm. Here also 80 mm. Right, and join this one. Right, here also 80 mm. Right, so this is your axis line 80 mm which is joining these two corners. Right, so I am constructing the axis height is here 80 mm. Now this is A of 1. No, I will write here A dash 1 dash, B of 2, D of 4, B dash of D dash, 2 dash of 4 dash, C of 3, C dash, 3 dash. Right, so this is your front view, top view. Now I should construct the side view of the square prism. So how to construct the side view? Leave some gap. Draw another reference line. Name it as x1, y1 of any length. Right, now project this square here and construct the prism. Right, so this is D of 4. From D of 4 draw the projectional line till this reference line. Now join this A of 1 and C of 3. Draw the projectional line till this reference line. Now from B of 2, construct the projectional line till this reference line. Right, now what we have to do, we have to take these distances. See, keep your compass here, take this B of 2 distance, B of 2 projectional line. Right, now draw an arc till this reference line B of 2. Then next here same, place your compass here only, intersections of two reference lines. Take this distance, draw an arc till the reference line. Right, again same, take this distance and draw an arc till the reference line. We are projecting this square prism here. Right, now from every point, from D of 4, from A of 1, C of 3, from B of 2, right, from every point take the axis here 80 mm, take the axis here 80 mm, right, and here also take the axis here 80 mm. Right, now join this one. Right, so I constructed the side view here. Now I should write the point names. No, this is D of 4, D double dash, and this is here 4 double dash, A1 C3, A double dash of C double dash, 1 double dash of 3 double dash, B of 2, B double dash, and here 2 double dash. So front view, top view, side view. Right, first construct this one. Now after that, this is your square prism. Now we are going to penetrate another square prism here. But he mentioned the condition, in order to penetrate another square prism of side 30 mm, their axes are 10 mm apart. Actually we have to construct the square here prism, and here prism we will get, but here they mention the condition axes are 10 mm apart. Right, actually this is your axis line. Right, now from this axis line mark 10 mm distance, mark 10 mm distance here. Right, again from this axis line here also, top face and bottom face, mark 10 mm distance. Right, they clearly mention that axes are 10 mm apart. After marking 10 mm distance, now through that point construct the axis line. Axis line should be here dash dot, construct the axis line. Right, now after constructing this axis line, now with respect to this axis line you have to construct the square prism of side 30 mm with respect to this axis line. Right, so how you will construct the square prism? First of all, now with respect to this axis line we are constructing the square prism. No, the length of this axis is here 80 mm. Right, so first mark the midpoint 40 mm, mark the midpoint 40 mm. Now through that 40 mm just draw a line of any length, just draw a line of any length. Right, now you see here through this midpoint I have constructed the horizontal line here of any length. Now I should construct the square prism here of side 30 mm. So how we have constructed in previous problem? Now with respect to this axis we should construct. Right, so first take any one of the face, 1 2 3 4. I am taking this face. See, by trial and error method, 0 should touch here, 30 should touch here. Right, so just I am moving my scale like this. I am seeing, see, 0 is touching here and 30 is touching here. Now through these points I am constructing a square. 0 is touching here and 30 is touching here. Right, after that what I will do, I will place my protractor on this end point, on the line on this end point. I will mark 90 degrees. I will mark 90 degrees. Now again through that 90 degrees I should construct here 30 mm. See, 0 to 30 with respect to this line. Right, again I should place my protractor on this end point. On this end point, mark 90 degrees. Mark 90 degrees. Now how much is the length? Length is here 30 mm. See, exactly 30 mm. Right, and join this side. Right, here clearly they mention that axes are 10 mm apart. So from the axis line I took the distance 10 mm. I have drawn the square prism of length 30 mm. Right, after that mark the points here 1 double dash, 2 double dash, 3 double dash, and here 4 double dash. Right, now what we have to do? Through these points we are going to construct the axis height here. Through these points we are going to construct the axis height here. So first of all, project the line from 2 double dash, project the line till the reference line, from 1 double dash, 3 double dash, anyway this is the axis line. Again from 4 double dash, draw the projectional line. After that what we have to do? Place your compass here at this point. Right, take this distance 2 double dash, take this distance. Now draw an arc till this reference line. Draw an arc till this reference line. Then next 1 double dash and 3 double dash. This is the point. Now place your compass here, take this distance, draw an arc till this reference line. Right, then next is here 4 double dash. Again take this distance with compass, draw an arc. Right, now see what we are doing after constructing this square. After constructing the square, we are projecting all the points till the reference line with the help of the compass. Right, we are constructing all these curves here. Now after that what we have to do? This is your 2 double dash projectional line. Right, so from 2 double dash I am constructing a line of any length. Just to this point I am constructing a line of any length. Right, then next 1 double dash of 3 double dash. This is the point. Again from this point I am constructing the line of any length. Right, again this is 4 double dash. Again from this 4 double dash I am constructing the line of any length. Right, now how much is the axis height? 80 mm. 80 mm means, see, this is your midpoint line. AC is the diagonal midpoint line. Now what I am doing? 80 mm. No, so through this midpoint I am marking 40 mm here. Again through this midpoint I am marking 40 mm here. So total is 80. See, here to here 80 mm. Right, now I am drawing a line in between 2 dash, 1 double dash, 3 dash and 4 dash. Right, right, I am drawing a line here. See how I am constructing. From this midpoint I have marked 40 mm here. Through this midpoint I have marked 40 mm here. Right, now with the help of this point I am constructing a straight line here. Now through this midpoint I am constructing a straight line here. Right, now join this one. This is 2 double dash line. Join this point 2 double dash. Right, then next is this is 1 double dash of 3 double dash. Join this 1 double dash of 3 double dash. Right, then next last point is 4 double dash. From here join 4 double dash. Right, axis height is here 80 mm. No, so from the midpoint I have taken 40 mm and 40 mm. Now remaining lines are there. No, so you can rub this one, the remaining lines here. Right, so now you have to mark the points. No, we have extended this 2 double dash point. Right, so write down here point 2 and write down here point 2. We have extended 1 double dash, 3 double dash. write down here 1 comma 3, write down here 1 comma 3. We have extended this 4 double dash, write down here 4, write down here 4. So this is completed, front view is completed. In a similar manner you have to construct the prism in front view also. Top view is completed, now you have to construct in front view also. So same process, from 1 double dash, draw a line, projectional line of any length, right? Then next 2 double dash and 4 double dash. So already we have drawn this one, right? Next one is from 3 double dash. From 3 double dash, draw a line of any length, projectional line of any length here. Now same process, axis height is here 80 mm, no? So this is the midpoint line. So through this midpoint line I am taking 40 mm. So here I should take 40 mm. Right, and here I should take 40 mm. Right, or else from this point, see, from this point you can join this 1 double dash to 3 double dash. From this point join this one, right? Again from this point here, this height, join this one, right? Now see here, total is 80 here, right? Now join this one, one double dash, and here 2 double dash of 4 double dash, right? And again here 3 double dash. Right, so I got just 1 mm extra. You have to draw like this. Just I got here 1 mm extra, right? So this is, we are constructing prism here, we are constructing prism here, right? Now just write down the points here. This is 1 double dash, no? So first rub the remaining lines here. We have drawn remaining lines, so rub this one remaining lines here, right? So this is 1 double dash, write down 1 dash and 1 dash here, 4 double dash, 2 double dash, 4 dash comma 2 dash, and here also 4 dash comma 2 dash, and this is 3 double dash, write down here 3 dash and here 3 dash, right? Now you should mark the lines of intersection, right? Now how to mark the lines of intersection? This is your actually original axis line, right? So this is your axis line, this is the square prism, this is the coincidence point here, right? Same, this is your axis line, this is the square prism, and this is the coincidence point here. So A and C, know what I am doing? PA double dash comma PC double dash I am taking here. This point I am taking it as QA double dash comma QC double dash I am taking here. Right, now this is the axis line, this is the square prism, this is the intersection part, right? So now through this point PA double dash PC double dash, just I am drawing the projectional line. I am drawing the projectional line PA to A. I am naming this point as PA dash, PC double dash. This is the PC double dash. No, this point I am taking it as here PC dash, right? And this is QA double dash, QC double dash, this point. So from QA double dash, QC double dash, I am constructing the projectional line. I am constructing the projectional line. Right, so through this point construct the projectional line. Right, now you see here Q A double dash, A point is here, so name it as here Q A dash, Q C double dash, so this is the intersection point, name this point as here Q C dash. Right, so this is completed. Now after that, this is the square prism. See, this is two double dash point, this is the prism and this is the square. This is your intersection point. I am naming this as here P of 2 and this point is here, this is the point, no? So I am naming this point is here Q2. Right, then next I am projecting 1 double dash 3 double dash. No, this is the line, this is the projection point. Right, so I am naming it as P1 comma P3 and this is the intersection point. I am naming it as Q1 comma Q3. Right, again 4 double dash, this is the line. See, this is the prism, this is the intersection part. I am naming this point as here P4 and I am naming this point as here Q4. Right, now join P2 to 2, P1, P3 like that. So let us see how you will get. So first P1, P3. From P1 if you draw the projectional line, see P1 to first point I will name this as P1 dash. Third point to third point I will name this point as P3 dash. Then next P2, from P2 I am drawing the projectional line P2 to second point. I am naming this point as here P2 dash. Again P4, from P4 I am drawing the projectional line. From P4 I am drawing the projectional line till fourth point. See, fourth point I am naming this point as here P4 dash. Right, similar process here also. Q1, Q3. From Q1, Q3 I am drawing the projectional line. Right, so one point, no, name it as Q1 dash. Third point, no, name it as Q3 dash. Then next Q2. From Q2 draw the projectional line to second point. Name this as here Q2 dash. Then next Q4. From Q4 draw the projectional line to fourth point. Name this point as here Q4 dash. Right, now join this one. Join here with the help of scale. Join EA dash P1 dash. Join PA dash P1 dash. Join P3 dash QA dash. Right, then next join this QA dash to P2 dash. Then next join this P2 dash to PA dash. Right, now join this here P1 to P4. Right, again P3 to P4. Right, now same process here also. Join here PC dash Q1 dash. Right, and join here Q3 dash QC dash. Right, and join here this Q2 dash QC dash. And join here this one. right? Right, after that join here q1 dash to q4 dash, q4 dash to q3 dash, right? Now this square prism is inserting in this prism, no, so we can't see this portion, no, so draw the dashed lines here, right? Here also draw the dashed lines here, right? Now join this one. Right, this is the square prism intersecting square prism, which such that their axes are 10 mm apart, right? So let us mark the dimensions. In this question they mentioned length of the square, this one is 50 mm, right? So I will mark here, draw the extension line, draw the extension line, right? Here they mentioned length of the square is 50 mm, so it is very far it seems. Okay, we will mark here only. You should not mark the dimensions in the diagram, so just extend this outside here. I am not having place, just extend this outside and write down here length of this square is here 50 mm. Draw the dimensional line properly and write down here this is 50 mm, right? And here axis height 80 mm, take the axis height 80 mm, right? And next one is they mention the length of this square. This square is here 30 mm, this is here 30 mm, right? And axes are 10 mm apart, no, draw the extension line and write down these axes are here 10 mm apart, so write down here 10 mm, right? And after that they asked draw the projections of the combination. This is the combination and show the lines of intersection. So this is your lines of intersection, write down here, keep an arrow mark and write down here this is lines of intersection, right? So this is your problem of square prism penetrating square prism such that their axes are 10 mm apart.